Hi, this is Julie from Balanced Life with Julie. Welcome to this week's video. So in this week's video, what I wanted to talk to you about is 2020. How is it going for you? Maybe you started 2020 off with a lot of excitement, a lot of enthusiasm, brand new year, brand new decade, all of that. And you had the best of intentions, but now it's February and perhaps that New Year's shine has worn off. So something I wanted to kind of bring to your attention and to talk about is the importance of finding people to work with that are going to help you stay inspired and stay on track. So if you look at top athletes, top business leaders, anyone who's really at the top of their game, they're likely working with coaches. And that could be nutrition coaches, sports coaches, mindset coaches, business coaches, all of these different types of coaches to help bring them to the next level. Now, when it comes to the average person, maybe you've got your job, perhaps you've got some kids, maybe some animals, and the life can really seem like a grind, and you're trying your best, at nutrition, at movement, at all of these things that you're getting from 100 different directions, knowing that, okay, you want to be better with your nutrition, that you want to have some better habits, and yet you start and you kind of take 2 steps forward and 5 steps back, 2 steps forward, 10 steps back. So you kind of seem to keep ending up at the same place or even further behind from where you want it to be. So that said, it's really, really important to slow yourself down and to kind of reassess, like, where are you at? What are you really wanting? Like, instead of trying to do 5 goals all at once, like, pick one thing to really focus on. And if you know that you don't have the expertise in that area, it's really important to go find someone who does. And this is where coaches are very, very helpful, because the job of a coach, any coach, is to actually curate information. So take, for example, someone who's a top business coach. A top business coach will have spent tens of thousands of dollars on training and getting systems in place to figure out how to help their clients really succeed when it comes to business, right? So let's take fitness. Now, kinesiology, the way the body moves, all of these things, they're very complex. And so a really good fitness coach will have done the training and will have done the research and will have also worked on themselves so that they're able to actually guide their clients. Now, the average person on the street isn't going to have the same amount of knowledge that a fitness coach is going to have. And that goes to say for everything, right? There is so much information out there. It's hard to be the expert at absolutely everything, right? So it's important to seek out the people that have that knowledge that can actually guide you on track with your goals. Now, my specialty is health coaching and nutrition. That's what I do, that's what I study, and that's what I help people get on track with. Now, I don't pretend to be a business coach. I don't pretend to be a fitness coach. Even though I'm physically very active, I know that I don't have the kind of knowledge that a fitness coach would have. So that said, one of the really important things when you decide that you want to work with someone is you want to pick somebody who actually has expertise in that area. And by expertise, I mean like they have some kind of qualification, some kind of schooling or certifications. Now, there are sort of the outliers that become really, really good because they've researched something so in depth that they know it as well as someone who's like gone to school for it. But those people are the exception. They're not the rule. So prior to my becoming a health coach and a nutritionist, what I did was I taught yoga for a long time. And in all my years of I have over 1,000 hours of training in yoga and tens of thousands of hours teaching in the classroom. But in all of those years of practicing and teaching, I actually only came across one person ever who was able to get as proficient as a yoga teacher without having to go to school. And what she did was she really studied. She dove into texts. She was always on her mat. and she was very, very knowledgeable. She is actually quite a good teacher, but she's the exception, not the rule. So all that to say that when you're seeking out a coach, make sure that you're working with someone who's qualified, who knows what they're talking about, that they didn't just proclaim themselves to be an XX coach, right? Like a great mindset coach. Meanwhile, they have terrible habits. They don't know how to focus their mind, right? So it's important to really work with people who have knowledge, who can actually help you. The other thing to really look for is connection, right? Make sure that you actually resonate with the person that you're wanting to work with. Now, a lot of coaches out there do offer some kind of 15 to 30 minute consult call, and that's the opportunity that you have to talk to them, to let them know what's going on for you, and to also determine for yourself whether there's enough rapport between yourself and the coach to actually want to work with this person. So that's really important as well. That said, you know, a lot of coaches have blogs, they're on social media, so you can also get a sense of people just from looking at their social media feeds or reading their blogs. That will also give you a lot of information. And then I'm going to just end off with this, because I could talk a lot more about this topic, but I'm going to end off with this, which is that you also want to understand that when you're working with a coach, if that coach is really good and they understand what's going on for you, they are going to push you. They're not going to let you sit in your comfort zone, because then they wouldn't be doing their job as a coach. So you may find that when you're working with someone that sometimes you're going to feel challenged. You may even feel triggered, but understand that you've brought somebody onto your team to help you excel at something, whether it's your fitness, whether it's your mindset, whether it's your business. So just understand that a really good coach wants nothing but the best for you. So, you know, do your homework, figure out who you want to work with, and definitely, you know, set your goals, set your intentions, and then put 1000% effort into it. Not like even 100, I'm saying 1000% effort. So those are some of the tips I have. Really, really important. We're still very new into the year, so it's a good time to do a check back in on those goals. And if you're not where you want to be, like, look at possibly bringing somebody onto your teams, someone who can help motivate and inspire you. So that said, if you are looking for health coaching advice or nutrition advice, definitely look me up, look on my website. I do have a five-day free no sugar challenge, so you can definitely check that out. And I also offer 30-day and 40-day programs, so you can look at those as well. You can reach out to me, and if you think this video might help someone, please share it. And if you haven't subscribed to my newsletter, please do that as well on my website. You get a pretty awesome free ebook that's full of all sorts of good tips and tricks. So that's it for today, and I will catch you again soon. Bye.